Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh my gosh. Hey, here we are sitting out in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
We're near Parker, Arizona, but we're right out here on the California side of the
Yeah.
Colorado River and the big river BLM.
Hence, in California.
We're in California.
Yeah.
So anyway, we wanted to do an announcement about our 2021 adventure that we have planned.
Woohoo, woohoo.
Yeah.
And people have been asking because we told you we were going to try to do the PCT, and then we were waiting because we changed it around a little bit. So that's why we were kind of waiting. So we are doing the PCT.
Yes. This year, we're doing it.
We're doing
The
it.
whole thing.
So this will be our third of the 3 long trails. We plan to start, we're going to do a flip-flop. And we plan to start May 28th.
And we're going to start
May
in
28th.
Chester, California, which is like right in the middle of
Right
the trail.
Yeah, right in
Yeah.
the middle.
Yeah.
And then we go north to Canada, then we'll flip back around and go to Chester and go south to Mexico.
Sadly, on May 28th, I will have already had my birthday, so I'll be as old as Lynn.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We'll be the 2 oldest people on the trail. Possibly.
I don't think so.
Maybe not, but we're older.
No, that would be a lot of...
But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of older people out there
Yeah.
doing some amazing things. Anyway, permit process, we'll tell you a little bit about that. Because this was a weird year because they closed the trail last year. So they gave a date. They decided to, the PCT decided to open the trail for 2021. Then they gave us a date, and a
Yeah.
specific date that said, at this time, at 10 o'clock in the morning, on this date, everybody logs in to try to get their long distance permit.
So we did that.
Yeah.
So we went to a motel room just to make sure we had service.
Yeah.
Logged in,
Yeah.
and then they put you in a queue, and they give you a number. And Lynn was,
I was number 5,000.
she was like 5,000. I was in the 10,000s,
Yeah.
and Annette was 14,000. I mean,
that was way up.
It was
they just
crazy.
randomly just throw you
Yeah.
in line, and whatever you get, you get. And then you have a screen on your computer, and it just shows you how much time, 2 hours before, estimated time before, whatever. So you just are doing that for hours. And then all of a sudden it went really fast. It
Yeah.
picked up. But so we all got our permit to go southbound.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the end of June that we could get. We didn't get the same days. I think Annette got
Yeah.
the 20th, and I was the 21st. Lynn was the 25th.
Yeah.
But there isn't a flip-flop long-distance permit. So you have to either go north or go south on that initial permit process. So we got our, once you
have it
apply
in
it.
hand, once you
Yeah.
have
Good.
it.
Yeah.
So once we applied, then they'll send you an email, said, hey, we got your request. And then in 1 to 3 weeks, they'll approve your permit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And they did, yeah. And
Yep.
it came through.
Yep.
We
So,
got-
so we got them. We all got our emails. And then at that point, we could try to change our permit. So this is what we thought. We didn't want to do northbound because we wanted to get our vaccines.
Right.
So, because you have to start earlier, and we thought, well, let's try to get our vaccines before we do the trail.
Yeah.
So we thought, well, we'll look at
Which?
southbound.
We got our first vaccine yesterday.
Yes, we did.
And we all feel great, except
Yeah.
a little bit of a sore
Pretty
arm.
sore, but otherwise good. Really good.
So then we thought, well, we'll get the southbound one, and we did. We got the permit. So then we thought it's better for us to change and go flip-flop because the snow up in Washington is amazingly difficult at times, and this
Yes.
is a high snow year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough
In the
one.
Cascades.
Yeah.
And we're starting in June, and that's just not enough time
It
for that
wouldn't
snow
have
to
probably worked. Yeah.
Plus, we need to leave before end of June. We need more time. So we thought if we started and did a flip-flop, we could start in the middle, or at the beginning of June and give ourselves more time.
Yeah.
So I called the PCT, and a woman named Cassidy, her trail name was Phoenix, was helping us, and she was amazing.
Yeah.
So I thought that so let me explain a long distance permit. So a long distance permit is anybody who's hiking over 500 miles can apply for a long distance permit.
So you get the long distance permit, and it keeps you from having to piece together other permits as you go
Right.
along.
Yes.
You have the one permit, and it's good for the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
There's some areas that they really try to keep, not huge crowds in at the same time. So they're trying to,
kind of monitor it.
Monitor who's in and
So to hike the
slow it up.
PCT, you do not have to have a long distance permit. You can go out and hike the whole thing without one. It's like they said, you'd have to get in certain areas individual permits, and it just takes more effort and work. And you have to go through that national forest, and then you go through this one, and you know, if it's a national park, you have to get. So anyway,
John Muir.
Yep. Really in the Sierras,
have
it's
to
big
have-
time because
yeah.
they're it's so popular.
Really need to have those permits. Yeah.
So people want the long distance because you don't have to go through all that effort of getting all those permits. So I thought we might have to do half of the trail as a long distance and then get the individual ones for the second half if we decided to do the flip-flop and change our permit like that. But Cassidy said, oh no, we'll give you the long distance permit. You can't get the flip-flop in the original process, but when you call in, you can, if they're able. And we were able to get it.
So it totally worked
It
out.
worked.
So
It worked.
we have our customized
And it's
flip-flop
printed.
trip.
I can't believe it.
Just
And she
like
was like
that.
this. She said, give me your permit numbers.
And it's
then
cool because the people who work there they've hiked the PCT, at least some of them have. Cassidy has.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I get it. You know, they have
Yeah.
that built-in
She
knowledge.
really helped us.
And I said to her, well, maybe we'll start at the Oregon border. And she said, well, I'd recommend you start in Chester because you'd have a little bit of less and maybe some snow there, but then it's not bad up, and that gives Oregon and California or Washington more time to thaw out. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
That
I mean,
sounds good.
she was so helpful.
Yeah.
So we're set. We have our permits. We're starting May 28th in Chester, California. We got our plane tickets.
Ooh, we got those. Yeah.
Plane tickets to Reno, and then
Yeah.
we'll take a bus from Reno to
Chester.
Chester. See, the adventure begins.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, you're just like, okay, here we are, piecing stuff together.
Yeah.
So you guys can't believe it. We just are so excited. And now we're getting our shots done. We wanted to before we started, and we actually are.
All three of us.
At
You
the
know,
At the
because
same time.
Christy's so darn young, we were afraid that she wasn't going to
Right.
have hers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
I was thinking, gosh, I'll have to start the trail and then fly back and get
but
my.
now, like, because Arizona opened up to 55 and above,
Yeah.
that just was like, oh, okay, great. So now we're all three going to be vaccinated with both shots and be ready to rock.
End of
and roll.
March 28th, we'll be done with our shots.
Awesome.
Then we're going to go back to. We're going to drive our RVs back to Colorado and get there mid-April, and be there for 5 weeks to train because we really need the Colorado
We're gonna really
mountains.
train. And I've been totally working my rehab, strengthening my hip flexor, really working that, and it's way better. So I'm going to just keep doing that, and I think I'll be ready to go by
I know. I
May.
think we're all doing okay.
Yeah. We're okay.
Lynn's feet are doing well,
Yeah,
and
I'm working on those every day.
I tell you, every time we're out walking, I'll have a little like little element, like oh my knee, oh gosh,
I
but then
know.
it goes away, and then you
Yeah.
know, and you know. But anyway, that's our plan,
Yeah.
and
Should be
Pretty
fun.
excited about it.
Making the plan
It's
is fun
moving
too. You know,
forward.
looking at the info and
Yeah.
checking out the maps. And Christy already did like a basic of the whole trail because she, you know. So I'm going to go through that and just kind of check mileage and look at it and look at stuff. But it'll be fun.
I just kind of so we kind of when we do this, we don't have everything planned and nailed down because we like to be flexible. So I just do like a structure. Like if we do this many miles a day, kind of average it, I kind of see where the resupplies are and I have that.
Yeah.
But then we, that just helps us each time kind of know how much food. But we really change it as we go. We don't have a set thing.
Yeah.
We'll have to send a few boxes. So we kind of looked at where those are. And so what we'll do is send a couple boxes in that first part of California. And then when we get to Ashland, Oregon, we'll do Oregon's boxes. And that's resupply boxes if we need them. And just kind of
As we go,
make a plan.
do the boxes, because sometimes you're out there, and if you do the boxes, I think for the whole trail ahead, you're sick of something that you maybe put in 3 months before. So it's nice to be able to change it up.
Yeah, and a lot of times the post offices only hold it for 30 days or 2 weeks or whatever. So
Are you guys using any new gear?
You know what? I got a new cup and I got new walking sticks, and I'm gonna look at my tent. The zipper was getting pretty bad, especially through Wyoming and the Great Divide and stuff. So it got pretty torn up. So I might need a new tent, but otherwise, I think I'm good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at our tent zip too. I don't know what. Ooh, gosh, that was dangerous. We got new silk liners because
ripped. They just ripped.
Yeah, they get. So we got some wider ones. They're still super lightweight, but they're not so narrow. So we're hoping that might keep us from shredding them.
Yeah. I know I had to totally throw mine away at the end of the CDT because it just shredded, just ripped all the way down the side. But we did a gear review after we did the Appalachian Trail, and really we're using the exact same stuff basically.
Yeah,
so we're not doing
We're just keeping our backpacks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know those ULA circuits have unbelievable. They have last. I've had mine for 6 years now, and I'm telling you, thing is just there's nothing wrong with it. It's amazing.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
And we'll
in great shape.
Yeah, and we kind of we're using the same stuff. Like we said, we buy some basic things. Like Lynn lost a cup, so she bought a cup, and But really, the same clothes and we did buy new pants because our pants ripped, and Annette got a new pair of pants. But really, it's the same kind of pants. It's the same stuff. And if we get a tent, we'll probably get the same tent.
Yeah.
Same
with me. I'll buy the same tent again.
We like to wear the zip-off hiking pants. Well, oh my God, you guys! I might not live through this filming here.
So anyway, if you want to know what gear we're using, just look back at those gear reviews. We did 2, a part 1 and a part 2, and that's basically what we're doing.
All right.
Yep.
I use a different pair of shoes during that, but we're still using the Hoka Speed Goats.
Right.
And that's
I'm
using
still
the
going
Altas.
with my Ultras with my correct toes.
And I am now using the correct toes also, and they really work.
And I'm going to get new gaiters because my gaiters were done after 2 through hikes, so I'm going to get some new gaiters.
Yeah. So anyway, all right.
Okay.
That's the update.
Yep.
Pretty boring, but that's us.
Anyway, and then there was a woman on Instagram, Cindy Payne. She's a big hiker, and she contacted us and asked if we wanted to try out one of her products that she's created. And she sent through all of us one.
Yeah.
It's a water bottle holder.
For your pack.
Really lightweight, super lightweight.
Yeah.
And it has some little straps here. I'm going to get up closer so you can kind of see it. Right? And so it goes on the pack. I'll show you my pack really quick.
Yeah.
Let's check it out, see how it works.
I like to carry my water bottle on that strap anyway, but I had little tiny, like elastic bands. I think this is going to be a lot better. So
Yeah.
So
see how it just goes around your strap like that, and then there's this one I hooked up here to this little thing. So you have it just here on the shoulder strap. So yeah, we're going to try it out and give a review for her. So we appreciate Cindy you sending that to us. I'll put the link below to her Etsy. It's Gear Bags and More, and it's a little Etsy account. And that way she has other things that she sells on there. And these you can check out now too if you want.
We haven't tried them yet, so we're not...
Yeah, we can't give a review. To me, they look awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to work. So, but we will. As we do the trail, we'll kind of talk about those and how those work. And, let you know.
Okay.
What do you guys?
All right.
Anything else?
No.
We're excited.
We have our maps. We have the apps loaded on our phones.
We're training. We're carrying our packs. We're doing our exercises.
Yep, I have my pack almost at 20 pounds. I'm going to go up to 20, I think, today. And then we're just carrying them in the flat desert. We did find a few hills to hike, but what else can you do? You're just going to make it work. And
that's it. Just train.
Yeah, and it's consistency too. We're really consistent. We stick with it, and it might not be the best training like right now. I mean, because we're not climbing and doing a whole bunch of that, but we're working it.
We're lifting weights.
Yeah.
So.
And we have
give
to
it our best shot.
Yeah. Dug the kettlebell out.
Yeah.
I'm serious now.
Yeah. Trying to get our core strong in our body. We're older. We have to really work it. And we're just, excited. We're just hoping our bodies have another one in it, but another long hike in it. I think it does.
I think we can do it.
It's just walking.
We're going.
But thanks for following along, you guys, and encouraging us. And thanks for asking. People are asking about the PCT. We didn't get back with you very quickly because we were waiting to change it. But thanks for checking in, and thanks for following us, and we'll keep you updated.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Later.
Well, for today's hike, See ya.
We're gonna go cruise through the desert.
Yeah.
Cruising in the desert is right.
All right, check in later.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
So here's our water bottle holders.
Yep. We're trying them out. That's
Trying
my
them
first
out.
time trying it out.
Carrying our packs in the desert.